Hello,
Yep.
everybody. This is Tales of Turam, and we're back with another Basellius session with
Woo!
Basellius and Gesh. It's gonna be a quick one
Hello.
because I got a session in a little bit for Fafnir game. But, anyways, last time we left off, Basellius and his party member, whatever the fuck her name is,
Telari.
made it to Aquamarina, pushed into the deep recesses of the prison. I think it's called the what again? The seafloor or something like that?
The prison name?
I gave it to you. I don't remember it. Doesn't matter. Fighting against a group of guards and having others flee. Biting a few people as a were shark. The two of them push their way into the deeper recesses of the prison. As they push their way through, the area is not lit by any means. It is completely dark, so anybody without dark vision cannot see.
Good thing I can.
You find yourselves in the small stone hallway as your feet against the floor, and you, Basellius, in your were shark form.
Is my locate creature ping still on?
Yes, it is a bit further down. As you continue to pass by cages to your left and right, you can see individuals emaciated, some that are just not moving in their cells, some that have everyone has deep set bags in their eyes and large scarred marks across their face. They have beards and large unkempt hair. This is a prison. Worse than a normal prison. And you can see, as you continue to walk, torture devices that are hung up in front, or above the cells of people. And you can see lists that, in your Aquan language, state times and torture methods. As well as known names for the individuals in the cells. Prisoner 165 or 238 are all that is mentioned. As you continue, you eventually pass through another portcullis. As you pass through, you can see this one moving in. It is dark, but you can see shining gemstones above the portcullises, the cage doors of each of these cells. This would be the amber block, it seems, as there are ambers that sit above the cell doors. And the doors aren't just square; they are this beautiful archway kind of door of cell. As you continue through, you notice a few people that you talked with quite regularly when you lived in Aquamarina, probably taken here as prisoners of war or something. As you can see, individuals that old friends, specifically old partners of, not your dad, what the fuck am I saying? Old partners of your mother's trips that she used to go on as a scavenger. You see old friends from your neighborhood that you were raised in. As you go further down, you start to notice more people you know. More people you know. And you start to look. You see a baker that you would frequently get bread from. Or frequently, not frequently. As you continue through, you eventually start to hear the sounds of screams. As you hear the sound of flesh being rended as you come to a T section. You hear it to your left. And that is around where the ping is coming from.
I'm gonna... As I rumble to myself and kind of walk in that direction, hopefully whoever's torturing this person doesn't see me.
Alright. As you pass by a few more cells, a hand reaches out and grabs you, and you see this Triton woman, fright in her eyes, one of her eyes completely glazed over after what seems to be an injury through torture, and she just stares at you. As she grabs onto your hand, she stares up at you through the bars, sees you, and then just lets go immediately and shrinks back into the shadows.
Hold tight. And I'll keep walking.
Okay. Yesh, what's your character doing?
I just follow Basellius.
So you're holding onto his fin because he can't fucking see shit.
Yeah.
You're hearing noises around you of chains swinging or people going, heavy moans and shit. You could hear the sound of trickling water and blood. You could smell the iron and the rot in the air. And it tastes horrible down here, like salt mixed with rotting carcasses, moss, mold. The air is getting chillier and chillier the closer you get to the sounds of torture, and eventually the sounds do stop. And as you are approaching where the ping is, you can see walking a ways off in the distance the tower guard and the torturer you had seen before, who seem to be speaking. As you hear the torturer, "We'll get the information from him soon, but for now, it seems he is stalwart. Keep an eye out. Don't let anyone close. I've got a bad feeling about today." And he goes and walks away as the tower shield individual, one of the people you fought before. I believe I called them the whats? Sorry?
Are the guards, like the personal guards?
The tower shield people, yes. I think I called them like brutes or something. Not brutes. They were something else. I can't remember the name at the moment. But they were a specific type of individual. And as you see him like turn around, he begins to walk down the hallway towards you, seemingly not noticing you yet.
Not noticing me yet. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of hide in the corner, and as soon as it kind of gets into view, I'm gonna try and eat him.
Make a stealth check for me.
Where's my dice? Where it is? Stealth? That's only plus 3.
And guess, make me one too. You
Okay,
guys have
yeah.
advantage. You guys have advantage. You guys have advantage. You can see that he's walking and he has this like pendant around his neck of Kyria, and it's just shining a small blue light as he's walking towards you.
I got a 18.
18, guess.
18! Full synchronicity.
So as you both hide in the shadows, the guard gets around you, and you see him stop and look both ways to like the corners near the pillars. He's like, you hear under his breath, Why am I in a state of adrenaline? Why is that kicking in? As you just chomp and pull him into your mouth, as you just continue to swallow him full. As your stomach bulges heavily, you've just devoured this man in full plate. You could hear like muffled screams, but you could also hear the sound of metal corroding in your stomach.
Hopefully I don't scare Cash.
Eventually, the kicks and screams stop.
And we'll lumber forward down to where I heard the screams coming from. Or at least I will. Are you still are you still holding on to me after you
Yes,
just
you watched
witnessed
that
it?
whole scene, by the way, through like dim light because the guy had a glowing necklace around his throat that disappeared.
She's gonna let go and just throws up.
Okay. Eventually, you get to the door where you assume they walked out from, where the ping is coming from, and you see an actual metal door. No bars. And you see a small bit of script above an Aquin interior torture chamber. There's no
Can I open
handle,
it?
there's no lock on it. It is just a door. As you try to push on it, it's stuck. It's sound.
I turn towards the human. Knock. And it's like a question. Do you know the knock spell?
No.
Gesh, you do notice an area on their stomach is glowing that same blue color of the pendant that the individual is wearing in their stomach.
Oh no.
Like glowing more than it should be.
Yeah, as he got closer to the door, it starts to like glow brighter.
I just pointed the glowing. Maybe the pendant unlocks the door.
Oh, I'll turn my head down towards my stomach, kind of press it against the door.
As you press your stomach against the door disappears.
I give your human head a pat with my giant shark hand. Going.
As you both enter into the room, you see a room fit with torture devices, stretchers. What are those like horse things that people use for like sexual things too, but they are meant for torture? Like they're the triangle that you have a woman sit on.
Oh god, no.
Yeah. I don't know what that's called. Chains, blood splattered in multiple places, people hanging from the ceiling by chains around their neck, definitely dead already at this point, with their guts spewing around. This is a horrible torture chamber. You see multiple cages littering around, a few of them filled with individuals who are unconscious, but you do see a familiar individual in one of these cages. Esmond, I think I named him?
Yeah, that's his name.
Esmond, who seems to be completely naked, with multiple scarred wounds over his body. He's breathing heavily, but he seems to be stable but unconscious.
Am I able to cast spells in this form?
What's your intelligence in this form?
I think I keep my stats as a player.
You're not in a frenzy anymore, so yes.
Okay. I'll go up to him and cast Cure Wounds.
As you reach to try and reach the bar, suddenly you feel like static electricity, like a coral reef, like that numbing poison tries to reach out to you, and you pull back.
Can I do Healing Word?
You can. As you cast Healing Word,
Oh god.
Is he gonna piss himself?
he looks at you. You can see he has one eye open and the other eye, like he tries to open, and you can see the socket is just missing an eyeball as he closes it again. Hello there. May I help you?
I'll like slap my hands on my chest.
Basellius, where Gaia?
Basellius, it's great to meet you. And as he says that, you hear a young female voice, Basellius, and jumping out of what seems to be the shadows around the area, you see Gaia just appear and like rush up to the bars and go to grab them, but then stop and look at you from inside. And she just stares at you with her yellow eyes staring up at you. You can see like her face is definitely, she's seen some shit in the last few days or weeks.
Oh.
And she's terrified, but you see she smiles when she sees you.
Sorry about form. Gaia must free.
And assuming I can touch the bars, I'm gonna try and like tear
I need
them
you to make
off.
a con save as soon as you touch the bars.
Okay. 22.
22. The numbing agent begins to pulse through your body. You're not immune to poison, correct?
I'm not.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this in chat then.
Oh boy.
How much health do you have?
172.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
poison
suffer
would
93 poison damage.
definitely... Jesus Christ.
As the anemone-like bars seem to pulse through your body, and you shatter them as the cage is now opened. You look down to your hands, you can just hear the sound of searing, and you look towards the impact where your hands were pulsing heavily against it, and your palms just have a single streak of just numb blood.
I'm not gonna cast the 3rd level Cure Wounds on him.
I will say at this point, your form, if you wish for it, can drop instead. I'll say if you want to.
Would I explode from the person that's inside of me?
You're unsure.
I think I'm too scared for that.
Get 21 HP.
I'll turn around first and see if I can vomit up the person I ate.
Hold on.
God.
And hopefully they're dead.
I hate this very much right now.
Anyway, so as you vomit up, you see like this pile of gunk with like bits of melted plate mail in the ground. It seems you've completely digested the person, but the plate mail and the items would have definitely ruptured your stomach.
Yeah. Basillius is unsure how to feel about this, but I think he just doesn't care at the moment, and I think I'll drop to my more human form.
Okay. Hey, look in general chat.
Yeah, I saw it.
No, look in
God
general
damn
chat.
it.
Look in general chat.
Yeah, the nom nom.
You're
King
basically
Shark is a
King
shark.
Shark, yeah. Anyways, you return to your normal form, and Gaia comes, like, she looks over towards Desmond and then comes running out and, like, begins to hug you. As she hugs you, like, she pulls tight against you, and you could definitely feel she's shaking, and, like, there's a bit of tears falling down her face, which seem to be making a sound because, you know, she doesn't like water.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna get you out of here. Esmond, you seem
Yeah.
very hurt. Would you like to be set free or set free?
Those mean the same thing, don't they?
I'm
No,
like-
I would be fine. I need to stay with the people here, help them out of this mess too. A lot of them are innocent individuals, and they need to.
Do you know if there's a master lever to open all the cages?
I know where it is. Do not bother yourself with it. I will find it. But, you need to go. If they find this girl here, they will kill her. They were speaking of it. It seems
Okay.
after your failure and supposed death, she was used as collateral still, even though you were promised not. Oh, how much do you know? We do not have time. And he reaches over and he's going to cast a 7th level heal on you.
Damn.
This man is a very powerful mage, mind you. Which is why he was not afraid to take in Gaia, as he's probably one of the more powerful mages. Yes. So you regain 70 HP.
Ooh boy. Okay.
Actually, no,
I'm
he
back
wouldn't
to
know
full.
7. He wouldn't know 7. It would be 60. Sorry, it would be a 6th level. That is the highest level you can cast. Sorry.
I'm still above my maximum. Do I get temp or is it just
no,
flat cut?
it's just flat cut.
Okay.
As you feel the energy pulse through you, you feel the waves of Kyria hitting upon your body and christening you for whatever comes next. Because there is something that's going to come next.
Yeah.
You need to go now. As you feel like the entire area rumble around you. He looks around and you start to hear footsteps. Like...
We have to go now. I'll turn to Gesh's character. What? God damn it! What's your name?
Talari.
As
Talari.
you turn towards Talari, you see standing behind him, entering the door and just leaning on it, at the beautiful ringed staff. What the fuck is his name? Marilys, standing in the
Marilys,
doorway. And he pulls a finger up. As he's gonna cast a spell, and he's going to, immediately create a barrier between you and Gaia of water that just jettisons you both away from each other. And then he's going to look towards Gaia, tap his ring staff on the ground, and create a ball of water around her. Basellius.
Marilys. Can I light the incense I have on my body?
As you go to reach for it, he looks towards it and just casts a spell at the incense. What is your AC? Let's say
22.
22. It's not going to be against your armor. Actually, no, it would be because it's your arm. I would say it's too easier to hit, so 20. Just because it's just he's ready for this shit. Let me pull up his sheet. I think that hits for sure, even with your armor. Let me just make sure. CritterDB.com, and then sign in, I guess, because I gotta fucking sign in every fucking time. Login / sign up. Fuck, I'm not gonna use this fucking thing for CritterDB. It sucks ass. It has me sign in every time. It hits. He has higher than a +5. So, as it strikes the incense goes flying out of your hand and scattering into the darkness for a second before you could even light it. Come on now. We're friends? No. We're allies in faith. No need to call on others at the moment.
Are we? Are we allies in faith, Marilys?
As long as you give me the bone shard. You know what?
Tyrion never sent me on that.
We'll talk about this later. Think about it. And he snaps his fingers as both him and the sphere disappear with Gaia in it.
Do I see the incense around?
You do. In the back reaches of the room, but as you're looking towards it, you do see, well, you do hear more steps, armored footsteps approaching, and you see, entering in after Marilys disappears, the torturer looks. So we've got a prison break. And he pulls out a small bell. Ding, ding, as he shakes it around. It's a handheld one. Ding, 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 ding. And you hear echoing throughout the halls, and those footsteps start to get louder and louder. You get the feeling someone set you up here. As the footsteps are coming, Talari, you watch as the torturer begins to walk in. He pulls out this blade that curves down and almost becomes like complete opposite of where it goes up. It almost turns into a U shape as he walks in. 2-on-1. This should be fun. Both of you roll initiative.
Jesus Christ.
And all of my fencer spells are out of spell slots. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
A 21.
21. You rolled a 22, motherfucker.
5.
The one time I roll high.
I know,
the one
right?
time. I don't think I could have beaten him unless I got a nat 20.
Seeing him now from this point of view, I don't remember if I said anything about him last time. Did I say what he looked like?
The torturer?
Yeah. He was just
No.
hooded, right? You guys couldn't see. At
Yeah,
this point,
we
as he like
couldn't
turns
see.
towards you, you could see like this rugged, broken, heavily scarred face of a standing goldfish, like a goldfish on 2 legs. But you can see one of his eyes is completely scratched over with like 3 scratch marks. And as he's pulling out his weapons, you can see he's covered in leathers and different torturing methods underneath a reddened cloak. Basellius, 21, and then Gesh.
I got a 5.
Okay. Goldscale immediately takes his torture implement, the one that he has out, and he grabs a small chain, affixing it to it, and throws it at... I'm gonna roll to see who he throws it at. That would be Gesh. Gesh, as soon as he steps in, Talari, he looks towards you and throws it. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I am gonna die.
If you have the shield spell, you could use it to give yourself advantage. Or block it entirely, sorry, my bad.
16.
16. The hook barely manages to scratch and pull into you, and you're like, huh? As it grabs into your right arm, you do suffer 24 points of piercing damage. And as he holds the chain affixed to it, gotta do better than that. As he pulls you directly close to him, and as he does so, he immediately grapples onto you, pulls out this horrid-looking Chris dagger, and stabs it into your neck. Let's see. Oh, sorry, he doesn't get advantage because it's not restrained. What's your AC?
15.
15. As he goes to stab it into your neck, you manage to grab his arm and stop it from going in. And it's kind of like you're in the middle of a grapple. He's trying to push it, but you're pushing his arm, and he's still not letting off as he's in the middle of this. Basellius, what are you doing?
I'm gonna...
You see, like, as he's doing this, he's looking towards you, expectantly waiting. You see his lips go.
I don't have time for this! And I'll kind of... Are they grappled on the ground, or did
No,
you,
like
grab
they're
her?
standing up. Like he's trying to push her to the ground so he could fucking stab her, but she's managing to stand up and hold off from being pushed to the ground.
Alright, I'll get in range, like touch range.
Okay, you immediately
I
run
assume-
up.
Does that do anything? Does that trigger anything?
No.
Okay. I'll attempt to grab his face.
Okay.
And
You reach
cat.
past Talari and grab his face. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast a 4th level inflict wounds.
Okay, as soon as you do that, you see like his dagger that he's holding down. He lets go of it, moves his hand as Talari loses the grip, grabs it, and stabs towards you using Mage Slayer.
Yeah.
All in a swift motion. This is going to happen before you. Actually, no, why did I keep rolling with advantage. I don't know why I keep doing that. Your AC is 22?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Please miss.
He rolled a fucking 21. He goes to stab you, but you manage to dodge out of the way as you touch him on the face. Kind of like, have you guys ever played Shadow of Mordor?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically that. As you cast Inflict Wounds, go ahead and roll your attack roll.
This is a plus 11.
And I'll give you advantage because you missed.
27, and then 29.
29? That's a critical hit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
27
Alright.
would not have been out of character.
I will roll the damage in chat. So let me. Okay, so it goes from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. So 60, 10.
Damn.
Well, it should be 3 10, and you just double the total.
Well, I cast it at 4. It increases by 1d10
okay,
every
okay.
level above first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
41 double to 82.
41 would have killed him. Give me a second.
I want to look him in his good eyes. I fucking disintegrate him from the jaw down.
Here you go. Look in chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
As you hold him by the jaw, you see him like looking at you, and you see his eyes go wide as he's like trying to escape. As you just like pull him into the air and hold him there. As you watch as his body starts to turn to dust before his dagger cling, 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 hits the ground, and you start to hear more footsteps starting to approach. As the bell also cling, 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 lands on the ground. What are you guys doing? You have but a little bit before those armored footsteps get to you.
Do you have a way to get us out of here? Or at least towards Gaia?
Esmond stands before you and like picks up the dagger. Go. I'll keep them distracted. Go! And he rushes out, grabbing the bell and starts ringing it as he starts running down the hall. Come get me, you bastards! As he just keeps running.
Alright. Can we hide while the people come to chase him? So
Sure. Both of you make stealth checks with advantage, please.
Okay, give me a second. I need to find the die.
17.
17. Guys, if
Um,
you don't roll a 17 here, you guys fail.
I know. I got a 21.
21. Okay, that's in total 38. That's a 19. You guys are fucking fine. You guys watch as like 10, 20, 30 tower guards as well as like 80 guards begin rushing past you. You also notice about 10 additional like guards of Marilys. Those ones with Sentinel, Mage Slayer, heavily trained with Heavy Armor Master. Those guards begin to rush past too. You get the feeling Marilys, I'll say with your passive insight, Basellius, Marilys for sure definitely knew you were still alive and knew you would come back here. And was waiting. There's no way that many of his personal guard are here. Like, the rest of the guard, that's kind of insane, still. But there's no, like, you could still hear more people running around, but you get the feeling you can get out, because the majority of the guards have chased after Esmond. There's no way that many personal guards, as well as other guards, should be here. And not up top.
Yeah, fighting the undead menace. Alright.
You're unsure what Marilys is doing, if he's made any deals with the undead, or what's going on, but he definitely knew you were alive.
Yeah. I'll, grab Gesh's character and kind of, like, bolt as soon as they're sort of a sizable distance, towards where we came from, so we can... and follow the ping that I have on Gaia.
Okay. As you begin to move your way through, you do feel that it's directly up like a mile.
Yeah.
Which you would know is the top of the cathedral, which is where Marilys's throne room would be. That was in quotes. As you begin to walk through, you eventually get to a point where you come to the T intersection and you look down the other side and you see a large mosh pit of guards all trying to break through this like strategically placed barrier of just magic. And you can see on the other side, Esmond's looking around. He looks you directly in the eyes, and you see him just nod, and goes and pulls a lever on the wall. As you see the other doors, the cages begin to open, and you see individuals stepping out. You see individuals, a few of them grab a few guards and just pummel them to death as they take their items. There's a prison break at the moment, and not everyone down here is here for a bad reason. There's a lot down here for bad reasons. You need to get out of here.
Boy. Yeah. Let's move.
I'd say both
Yes.
of you make me stealth checks again as you're trying to move through without gathering too much attention.
Again, at
Would we have
advantage?
advantage because it's a
Yes.
mosh pit?
Yes. And you guys are like seeing hundreds of people pouring out of like the cells around you and whatnot. So like you're like pushing past them, trying not to like run into people as you're rushing through here.
17.
17. Okay.
16.
I am glad. I am so glad we got that advantage. Otherwise, it would have been a net one for me.
Basellius, you see as like you're pushing through and getting to the portcullis as it seems to be getting closed by like two guards, two individuals who you know because they were childhood friends. And as you look out towards them, they're closing and they both look at you and they're still closing the portcullis. What do you want to do?
I could, God, what do I call out to them? You know what? I'll yell out, riot! And, because, well, they're already rioting, but I'll transform again and barrel towards the portcullis.
You can only transform once a day, I believe I stated.
Yeah, okay. I will rush to, like, slide under the portcullis as it's closing and try to kill these two guards.
Your
and open it
friends?
again.
Your childhood friend? Okay.
No, wait, they're the guards? I thought,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I said.
I
The
thought,
guards are
okay,
like
never
closing the
mind.
portcullis, but they see you. They don't seem to register it because they're looking at the entire hallway. But you see two childhood friends who are guards here, yes. You see Ron and Burgundy.
Run! Burgundy! And I'll... Please!
Make a persuasion check as you're running up and the portcullis is almost closed.
Persuasion? I'm terrible at persuasion!
Can I give him a DM's inspiration? DM's inspiration, I meant bardic inspiration.
Sure, add a d6 to that. Or is it d8 now?
D10.
D10, okay.
Oh, it's D10. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Natural one
Oh,
on
that's-
both.
That's a
Nice.
13 on the die, but with the D10,
Natural one.
that's high. 13 plus 8 is 21.
21, that was the DC I'd set. As you see Ron stops, notices you, pats Burgundy as they both like pull the chains just a little bit as you and Talari manage to slide through and they let go of the chains as it closes. And they both look at you and go, "You need to get out of here now. You don't understand how much danger you're in. Go!" As they say that, you look back towards the gate and you see in the middle of the hallway, looking around confused, a familiar figure.
Oh no.
You see your father, who's like getting pushed by people as he stares over to you, and you can see him like have that look of realization before people in the crowd like push over him and you can't see him anymore.
God damn it, I need to get him out of there.
Need to
we
go
gotta
now.
Not right now.
They're going to send reinforcements very soon, and you start to hear the bell that you guys had stopped from ringing earlier. Gling, gling. There's more guards in this room. You just got
Let's run.
me.
We gotta rush. We're running.
All right,
I'll
you begin
cry
to
as I
rush.
do.
Begin to rush up the stairs. As you do, following that last ping. It's been about 30 minutes. It's almost gone now. But as you're following and following, you eventually begin to get to the base level of the towers here. Do you continue to follow the ping up to Marilus's room or no?
Yeah, can I also light the incense? This is in preparation to cast Commune.
Commune with who?
With Kyria. I want to run this by you. What I want to effectively do is try to get her to broadcast the conversation that me and Marilys are going to have. I know it's questions. I was going to ask her, would you be willing to do this so I can explain?
I would say that would be a divine intervention.
Okay.
I'd say if you want to cast Commune and then roll Divine Intervention when you get close to it, I will let you have advantage on the roll. You could choose whichever one. And with the new rules,
Yeah.
you know, it's double your level.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
I wouldn't have expected this to be the new role.
I'm gonna do that. I can ask 3 questions, but I'm only gonna do one. I'm in a fucking hurry.
As you're running, you begin to ask this question. You reach out to the ether. You feel that shard on your chest burst with energy for a second. And you get no response. Sorry, it's woe, wheel, and what?
Real and woe, I think.
Okay, you get the sense of a flowing ocean that seems to give freedom, but you're unsure what that means.
Okay.
As you eventually continue running up, passing by a few guards, you manage to either take them out or knock them unconscious. Your choice. What are you guys doing? Unconscious or taking out?
Unconscious.
Unconscious, yeah.
As you push towards the throne room doors, you continuously hear as you're going up. You see like bubbles of like water continuously appearing in different places and floating around. Basellius has survived his ordeal, but he has betrayed our loving goddess for another. Capture him. And as this is going on, you continue to knock people out. You start to hear Gaia screaming through these orbs. In pain.
Oh no.
Oh god.
We gotta rush. We're rushing.
Yep.
I'm booking it. We're booking it. I don't care at this point.
As you start to
We'll kill
get
the
up,
guards
they
if they're
start to
after.
they start to be like every so often. They start to get more and more frequent, and they start to become terrified as well. As eventually you get to the throne room doors, these
Man, this is a piece
aquamarine,
of shit.
beautiful stone doors with gemstones embedded into it, a beautiful depiction of Gaia in the center, slashed and broken, and you see replacing it a female form that seems to be placed onto it. As you reach towards the door, Basellius,
Yeah.
everything goes black around you, and you feel like you're in an ocean. And you feel something grabbing your chin and pulling it towards them, and you see standing there a water spirit that seems to stare at you. Basellius, you've nearly completed your trial. I offer you an accord. As you are now, you cannot beat Marilys. And when you walk in there, it will be a fight. Trust me, I know. I have helped Marilys in his journey for years now. You may recall me from when you contacted Kyria. I am Arya, daughter of Kyria. I have 2 siblings, and I am a guide to those of Kyria's faith. Marilys has all but abandoned the teachings of Kyria and must be punished for it. I can help with that. And she runs her finger across the, across your chest for, like, down your lip for a second, across your chest, and then rests it and circles it around the bone shard within your armor. If you can give me that in exchange. And
Can I
with
make
that,
an insight check?
and if you do, your trial will be completed, dear. And I will help you however you wish. Make an insight check.
You want to give me a bardic catch?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bardic.
Insight
Gesh is unfortunately not there.
Shit.
So no bardic set.
Yeah.
This is still +9. Oh, that's good. 28.
28. There's definitely information she's not telling you, but her intent seems to be true. She seems to want that bone shard on your chest, and she will help you defeat Marilys and guide you on whatever journey comes beyond that.
Broke out a net 19.
Yeah.
The offer stands. but if you don't accept it, I will have to aid Marilus and try to get him back on track. Clock's ticking, dear, and you start to hear Gaia screaming again.
God, I can't. It's part of my armor. I can't.
You can take it out.
Yeah, but god damn it! I
Do
spent so long getting this shit, and now I'm gonna lose it.
And
It's up to you, man. You're still in your trial.
my
Fuck
man,
it.
either that or losing Gaia.
Yeah, fuck it. I rip it out violently.
You go to rip it out, and before that, you hear in your mind a familiar guide's voice. Another water spirit you met on your quest here. A guide. Kyra, I believe it was, right? Kiri or
Yeah,
Kyra? Yeah.
It's Kyra.
Kyra. Do not listen to her, Basellius. She is using you. She may help you, but you will fail your trial if you aid her. I can keep her at bay, but the choice is yours. You hear Gaia scream again.
Oh, god damn it.
That's evil.
That is fucking evil. Kyra, please. And I'll like, as my hand is about to go for the bone shard, I slap this current water spirit's hand away, and I try to shove past them into the room.
Alright.
And hope that Kyra will fucking aid me right now.
Alright, you push the doors open and the spirit looks at you as she disappears. Talari, you watch as Basellius goes to reach for his chest, like slaps something away from him and heads towards the doors. He begins to push it open. It's too fucking hard to push open. It's large doors made of stone. I need a strength check. Talari, if you're helping, you can do.
I will help.
I'd like both of you to make me an athletics or strength check, your choice. If you're proficient, athletics.
Athletics, baby.
Athletics or what?
Athletics check here. If you're proficient, of course. But
I'm not proficient.
then it's just a strength check at that point. But you could also give a D10 to his roll if you wanted to.
You should. I have a plus
Okay,
7
I
to this.
will.
And how
And
do
I
you,
will
how do you
also-
inspire him?
Oh man, I hate this question because I'm really bad at answering it. I will try to remind him what he's fighting or that he's fighting for his daughter.
His daughter, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, totally.
I pulled that bitch out of the fucking thing.
Hey, that's the knowledge that my character has, okay?
Okay. As you say this towards him, the D10 does come to him, the inspiration, the font of it. And Basellius, what were you saying before that?
You mean about me pulling her out, or?
No, before that.
Or-
Like, you said
Okay.
something after I said he can give you a D10.
Well, I just have a plus 7 to athletics. That was what I said. Like, you should absolutely do that.
Does
If
he
we
get
push the door
advantage?
open, will I roll the D100 for commune
Yeah, you would roll a D100.
Or- after I open it? Okay.
Yeah.
If we open it. 14 plus 7 is 21, and then my D10 is 2, so 23.
Yes.
Yeah, my roll?
Yeah.
Straight. Too bad
It's
I
strength.
can't use Jack of all trades.
Well, if you're not proficient, you can, yeah.
Oh. Nat 20 for 20.
Let's go!
So you watch as Basellius is struggling, and you go over and you look towards this, and you sing him a small song and pat him on the back. As you do, you feel strength pass through both of you as the words of the fairy quad mother hit your mind. And the doors. Sorry, they.
I am so glad I decided to roll in chat.
They open as a small aquamarine fog layer pours out, and you ask for aid from your deity. Go ahead and roll your D100s. They have to be below. What level are you?
I'm level 9 currently because this is
I'll say it's level 10. I'll say 20 would be the DC here. Just go ahead and roll it 20.
I have a question. Would a nat 1 still be bad here? Or would that be the best case scenario?
That would be the best case scenario.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one would be the 100, but you have disadvantage at it, remember.
No?
Yeah,
It is-
effectively.
It
Yeah.
is so...
I get to...
It is technically
Yeah,
disadvantage.
well, you could choose any of them. Advantage lets you roll again and choose. Disadvantage makes you force you to choose the lower one.
Shit.
Yeah, and in this case, disadvantage
Would
would be
you
better
prefer me to
because
roll this
the
in chat?
roll is better.
Yes, please. Watch you have rolled 2 nat ones. You're like, fuck.
Hello?
Yes, roll in chat. Basellius? Can you hear me, Kesh?
Oh, I accidentally,
Yeah.
I accidentally muted myself.
No, you didn't. We heard you.
Not. I don't mean mute. I meant deafen, like on my actual computer, not on Discord.
Mhm.
I accidentally clicked the button. I didn't hear what you
Question.
said.
Roll in chat, please.
Question. Could I use like man setting works to make basically the D to like make a D10 go away
Well,
from
if you
this
stop
roll?
fucking talking, I can tell you what you can do.
Sorry.
You can use a bard. Well, yeah, you can use unsettling words if you want to make him roll a d10 less.
Okay. I will.
Okay.
Okay. Come on,
You see
baby.
Basellius like start praying to his deity.
There's no way I can actually, unless you want to stack it. Can they stack?
I'll say if you want to use another bardic inspiration, you could do that as well. You could roll 2d10, but that's still impossible, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Can I use my Deus inspiration?
You can, and it'll re-roll both.
Okay. It's my
And
only one. I have.
And
Come
just
on.
and just cause I will give you both of the bardics.
So up to a -20 at most. Just remember that. So
Okay,
you gotta
we'll-
roll at
we'll
least
roll
a
these.
4. You gotta roll at most a 40.
God fucking damn it! What the fuck?
So as you call out towards Kyria, you feel the water around you pushes against the city. But there is unfortunately no response.
This
As
is
you
bullshit.
push through the marine layer, you see the beautiful throne room, and within it, Marilus sitting upon his throne. As you push through, haggard, water pouring down your face, you could see Gaia is floating in the center of this room, high up, about 100 feet. Inside the swirling vortex of water, you can see bubbles coming out of her mouth. A bit of her body is like dissipating off of her sides. You can see Marilus is just like spinning the water as he looks down towards your angered face. You're focused on him, but you could see out of the corner of your eyes. Like, you see out of the corner of your eyes a familiar sight, and you look left, and you see Corwin and co. are currently restrained by large bits of water that seem to be restraining them. And that's where we're going to end this session, and that's when we're going to pick up next time is when we get here.